My name is Donny Osman, and I'm here today as a friend and as a neighbor, and also as a member of the Vermont Council on the Arts Board of Trustees. And last year, by the way, my term ran out in November, but last year while I was still a member, I'm happy to say that the board voted to award Crow a citation honoring his contributions to the arts, and in particular, I think, to community. And I'd like to tell you a little about the first time that I became aware that there was a person in this world whose name was Crow. And it was over 23 years ago. And there was a party at my house that was honoring our barn that we had just remodeled for Two Penny Circus to work in. And this guy, who some of you know, Tommy Kalanya, comes up to me. And for those of you that don't know Tom, he was, at least at that time, the arbiter of all things cool. And Tommy says, really excited to me, he says, guess what? Crow is playing in the barn. And he was right, that was an incredibly cool thing. You know, I was not a close friend of Crow's, but I knew him well as a member of my community. And I think that everybody who's here today to celebrate the reemergence and rebirth of the Rebops, and also here to remember and honor Crow. I think that we're all very grateful that we live in a place that still has a sense of community, where you can look at a person who lives in your community who may not be in your immediate social circle of friends, and you can really appreciate who that person is and the way these people who comprise this community enrich our community, and that's who Crow was for me. I saw him to be, and I know that he was a committed, hard-working artist over the long term. Now that, for me alone, is a major accomplishment. But I think even more than that, his music was a vehicle, and it was a way to communicate with people. And what came through to me very strongly was that Crow felt a love and a major commitment to young people and a deep, abiding belief in young people, and that's a passion that I share with Crow and something that I really admired in him. And I remember a few years ago, by the way, the Rebops came and played at the Governor's Institute of the Arts, where I work, and the kids loved it. They were wowed by the band. And although we got in a lot of trouble for playing music too loud and too late at night, but I always sort of have thought that, you know, to complain about music too loud on the 4th of July borders on the un-American. So, in any case, I'm very happy to be here on behalf of the Vermont Council on the Arts to present this citation to Crow's lasting contributions to his art and his community. And as a neighbor and as a friend, I'm honored and thankful to have this opportunity. So, here's the award, Diana. Thanks a lot.